VE Day, I've just been so emotional all day. I always am when we reflect on where we've come from. I'd like to say how far we've come, but I'm not so sure. But what I would say is that the Prime Minister's statement, we owe a debt of gratitude to those prepared to make the ultimate sacrifice for our country. That's why we are giving veterans better access to housing, employment, health and welfare support. Do you know what? Today was not a day to be politicising veterans. It just wasn't. It was a day to be reflecting on the sorry state of the world and our part in it, and reflecting on what we could do better. I think the day to reflect on what you do for veterans would have been the day that you came into office, and when you were making your policies. That's when I would have been reflecting on how we respect our veterans and our active service personnel. And I think if you'd done that when you came into office, then you may have more respect from not only the armed forces, but also from the great British public. Let's have a look at some of the things you've done. So you've removed the winter fuel allowance from thousands of veterans. Families of military personnel who gave their life for our safety, you have hit with inheritance tax. That's a statement, a sentence that should never be made. Families who have lost loved ones through service have been hit with inheritance tax. You are pricing military families out of education with your VAT on education raid. Military families often have no choice but to put their children in boarding schools and independent education so that they can be looked after whilst they are away protecting us. And you've now charged them an extra 20% on their kids' education. You promised money to get homeless veterans off the street. Where is it? What are you doing to support the mental health of our veterans who are coming back from active service? What are you doing to support the physical health of our veterans that are coming back from active service? How are you preparing those going in to active service? How are you looking after and investing in our armed forces? Today was not a day for you to be political. July was a month for you to have thought this through and thought really carefully about how you were going to support our servicemen and women and their families, and you didn't. You made another crass statement today that was politically engineered, that falls down on every level. I don't think you know the meaning of the word respect. I don't think you genuinely can join those dots. But there are families today who have lost mothers, fathers, children, grandparents, and they have not been honoured in the way that you said. So on VE Day, I think you should go away and have a little think about how you can do better.